Hey everyone, John Blackman here with not the singing realtor. So today at the last minute, with great expense, we decided to switch around and do this rehab review.
I'm still back here, hi.
So we're kind of switching it up today. Today we're looking at 8500 Kearsarge Cove in 78745. And so this is going to be a rehab review. You can tell from the outside, it's got a couple of rough edges. There are lots more rough edges inside. This one is listed at $200,000. So a completely remodeled home in this area, this 3.2, they're going for around $325 to $350. Now that's just a broad spectrum depending on what you're buying, but that's totally finished out. So there's quite a bit of room in this one. You've got $125 to fix it and then resell it. And then if you wanted to make margin, then you'd have to rehab it for less than that. So let's walk through and I'll point out a bunch of repairs and things that I would be concerned about if I were repairing this. And then maybe I'll list out some prices, and at the end I'll add them all up and see what we get.
Do a approximate rehab cost.
So, we've had a half garage conversion. I have to say it's the first time I've ever seen one of those. One garage and one weird room. Wait till you see it inside. You got some damage there. The siding is, you've got stone, so that's good, that holds up well. Hardy plank lasts a long time, but you might have to fix some of it. The soffits look okay. Hard to tell the roof even from down here. One thing I noticed is all of the frames are probably gonna have to be replaced. They look pretty bad, they're pretty beat up. So that's a lot of trim work. Obviously, you're gonna have paint, carpet, floors, the whole bit. When I saw this, it made me think, okay, there might be some termite damage, and that could be just water damage, but if I get a piece of wood out and look at it closely, those might be termite tracks, because there could be dirt, but I'm not really a bug inspector, but I would definitely want to check for that. Because if the studs have termite damage, then that means you gotta take all the drywall out and start over, which really ups the cost quite a bit.
One thing we found out was this house has been vacant for
2 years.
At least 2 years, and at one point the tree came in above this room.
Yeah.
And busted up the roof. So this room, as you can tell, has had some issues.
Yeah, so it is real estate or REO, so a bank owns it and a bank is selling it. The drywall is pretty bad here. You can feel the slope move downhill a bit. So it's definitely a half garage conversion. You can see water stains on the roof in there. There's no solar shielding, so that's most new homes and remodeled homes will have that, so it's less efficient. You can even see the font on the Weyerhaeuser beams is 30 years old. So any of you out there into fonts, you know who you are. You can tell that the boards are that old. They're probably okay, but the roof batting is definitely staying. You're gonna have to redo all this drywall and all the carpet, and then maybe even some studs, but I don't know because I can't see behind it. The insulation you can see popping through right there too.
What you can't see can definitely hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, to be safe, I would just gut the whole thing. You might have to put a couple of studs next to damaged ones so you wouldn't have to restud the entire house. But if you pull all the drywall, you could see it. And the problem with rehabs is you have to get rid of the old stuff. You're not just putting in new, so you have to pay for demo and redo. So this is gonna be a pretty serious rehab. Normally, if like the drywall were in good shape, I would say this one, ballpark, you could probably do for 50, but I would probably want to spend at least 75, maybe even 100 redoing it. You could probably keep it in the 75 range. So if you come on in here, you can see you're gonna need all new doors. The windows are old, single pane. You want to replace all those. It does have an in-ground pool, which you can see through the window. And it's relatively small, which is nice. Assuming it doesn't leak, you want to get that inspected. A busted pool can be a really bad water bill, and they can be really expensive to fix, tens of thousands of dollars if you have a crack in one of those. So that's another inspection you want to do. But you could clean that up and make it look really, really nice. With landscaping, you wouldn't have to do much. The fence is actually surprisingly in decent shape. You could probably replace some of the boards and not get away with a whole new fence.
We found out when we came over here that the neighbors come over and decorate all the houses around here. So there are actually lights out in the yard on this house, which hasn't been lived in a couple years.
Yeah, so here's the kitchen. Again, it's like new doors everywhere, new lights. There's like dirt all over the popcorn ceilings. You might as well scrape that while you're in here. It's gonna be a whole new mess. All new floors. That's like a
brand new baby.
An $800 door for new carpet and flooring in this house. You're probably looking about, to do everything, probably $10,000. You can maybe get away with 6 or 7 if you just did carpet real cheap in, but you could spend anywhere from 6 to 10, I think. New appliances. The cabinets you might be able to repaint, but you might as well just do new ones and just kind of make it your own. But again, you need all new doors too. Doors are about $150 a pop, plus new trim, plus hanging. So you're looking at $300 a door to put those in and redo them at least.
Ooh, they tape down the...
Yeah, you're gonna need the shelving. You might be able to resurface it, but you're gonna need to get in there and paint. Just the painting in the house alone is gonna be, I guess, around $4,500 to $6,000. That assumes the drywall's good. And then now, if you want to replace all the drywall, you have to demo it all. So pulling all the drywall, throwing it away, and then putting new drywall in. You got to do all the detailed drywall too. So I don't even know. I would have to get a quote for that. I don't have a ballpark number for that.
The AC is pretty rusty looking out there.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Actually, it's like this.
There's a board. There's bars on the window, and there are no bars on the window on almost anything else in the neighborhood.
Well, the neighbors seem super nice.
The neighborhood seemed really sweet.
Yeah. So you got these bars out here. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know if it still works.
Well, and look at the, yeah.
Yeah, but a new
Shield
HVAC system is going to be, if you put in all new plenums and all new pipes and all that good jazz, you're probably looking at 12 to 14.
Yeah,
right?
It sounds like,
For a house this size, you might be able to get it closer to 10, but you can do a single stage.
It was a single owner from the very beginning of the house, and then the wife
lived here 82 years.
Wow.
No, sorry, not 82 years.
Since 82.
Since 82.
Ah, I was like, it hasn't been that long since 82.
I just had 82 in my head.
Yeah,
This
no,
is a
since
nice
82.
light fixture.
They had 4 children in the house.
That looks changed.
The wife, I believe, ended up getting very sick, stroke or something along those lines, and having to go to a nursing home, and they weren't able to keep the house, so it went to the bank. So sad, bit of a sad story. But now it's bank owned, so you know they're just looking to get some of their.
Yeah, someone will come in here and buy this and fix it up nice.
Yeah.
Well, the bathroom probably needs to be completely redone. That's going to be about $4,000 to redo the tile and the tub and the fixtures. 4 to 6, depending on how nice you want to get. Look, you've got a telephone jack in the bathroom. It was built in the 80s, so remember, you like when you're a high school kid and you spend all your time in the bathroom on the phone.
They didn't just get the long cord; they actually got a jack in here.
Like, there's a jack in the bathroom, a little hall closet.
A hall coat closet.
Like the least damaged room in the entire house.
Probably because he just stuck stuff in there and just left it.
Love that fixture. It's been there since the 80s. All right, let's see what we got here.
Water staining there.
This is actually the HVAC. Looks just like every HVAC in South Austin. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of space, actually. You could fit a bigger one in there if you needed to.
The heater doesn't look as destroyed as the...
There's lots of room.
As the AC, for sure.
I might go salvage that look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just got to replace everything, right? It's like a down to the studs remodel. So you've got to have a lot
Oh my gosh.
appetite for this guy.
Here's the fan.
Yeah.
So this is not a easy to live in it while you get it fixed up sort of thing. This is a...
well, I know some brave souls that would do it. You could put a tent in the living room, right? Kind of go a little overboard there. But if you made it a project, you could do it.
Potentially just paint these doors.
Like a single person, just like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out in here. No one else minds living, in a
Rehab
house
one room
rehab.
to live in first.
This is a cute room. Like, look, you got the little cats on the switch and stuff in the purple. And like the homeowner paint job, right?
Oh, wow. It looks like, did they try and put in no, they didn't try and put in some sort of crown molding. They just didn't finish the paint job at the top, right?
I love the fixtures. Like, the fixtures look decent. Like, they replaced them, like,
The fan in the last room was missing a
blade. They
blade.
look great. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just replace the fixtures, the light fixtures and fans, and it'll be great.
Bit of a walk-in closet here. Fire extinguishers are out. Bars on all windows. Need to come off. It's not.
Carpet, of course, gotta go. It's got little stains all over it.
This
It doesn't actually smell that bad in here.
Yeah.
So maybe it's because they've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So anything that was in them is now
When it
dead.
got the hole in the roof, maybe it got aired out really well.
Yeah, maybe.
This is the master.
Yep.
Okay,
another $4,000 bathroom. Oh, look at that. This is good. Look at this. Oh, wow. It's all fixable. But you can have access to your pipes. Like this wood, you can like finger it. Like it's all just moving around. It's like cardboard in there. That's not a good sign.
Not a good sign.
Yeah. And then it looks like there's mold all over in here too.
If I had to guess, I don't think they're gonna get 200 for it. Honestly.
Okay, that's the asking price.
The asking.
But I would think, and this is also kind of weird
I mean,
too.
just do the math. You take 20 or 30%, whatever you want your minimum. Oh wow, that lights.
Oh, it's just weird. And then it's hard to see in the garage. I can't figure out where the light switch is. But the garage goes to the master, which is weird.
It's too bad this doesn't have a light on it.
And there's water heater over there. Then you got a hole in the wall over here. So, but yeah, there's some, one car fits nicely in here.
The
I
fact
probably
that
see like a black screen here.
No, they could see the cracks around the garage.
Yeah.
The fact that they had the garage off the master is super
Really
bizarre.
Weird. I don't know why you want to go from the garage.
yard does wrap around the whole house, so that's something to keep in mind.
Like, look at these windows. There's like mold. There's like a whole forest growing in there.
There is. They're not going to get 200 for this house.
Yeah, I mean it's looking like it's going to need at least. I would safely say at least 100 in rehab.
You're looking at definitely an investor. I mean, you can get probably about 150 in spread from 200 to 350, but somebody's probably gonna need more than that in spread if they want to get some profit out of it.
Yeah. Because even it's a relatively small house at 1326 square feet. So, you know, your exit nicely redone is 325-ish, right? And so if you spend 100 on it, I'd want to make at least 50 on the deal if I were doing it. Especially because you're going to put that much into it and take that much risk.
Yep.
It would get compressed a little bit if you have some mistakes along the way.
Yep.
So then I'm going to spend some closing costs. So my purchase price for this house would be somewhere around 150.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. If I got it for 150, I could rehab it and sell it for 325.
So
That'd be a lot of work too. This is not like a paint and carpet rehab. This is like a 2 or 3 months, maybe even, depending on how good your contractors are. It could be 6 for someone who doesn't have good contractors. If you've got good contractors, it could probably be done in 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you throw a 20 or 30% profit on that.
And the worst part is just having to pull the drywall.
You're going to want to buy 150.
And redo it all.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. And what problems you find
roof.
underneath. So one thing on this one is that what you'd want to do is get a very detailed spreadsheet of
all your rehab costs.
all your rehab costs, come up with what price you could offer on it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So again, this is all like napkin math estimates, right? So don't bank on those. You'd want to come and get like real detailed quotes, but you know, you'd probably be within hand grenade range, keeping about 100 to fix it up. You could make it look real nice, and like the neighborhood's great. A lot of houses around the corner look really nice. I would look at an exit around 325 for this guy.
Yeah.
So it's not the singing realtor today. I'm not even gonna try to sing. That would just be, your expectations would be probably met actually.
I dressed up to sing, and then we realized that this one really was more of an
Not a
investor
singer
special.
So let us know if you think that this was interesting, or if you thought that I was right or wrong. I would love to hear it. I don't care if I'm wrong. I like being wrong. I learn stuff that way. But I'd love to know your thoughts down below, and let us know if you like the insightful investor ones instead of the singing realtor ones. Maybe we'll do one of these occasionally, kind of doing this as an experiment.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see you later.